And staying with President Trump's U-turns, the commander-in-chief said that he hoped the Iranian nuclear crisis could be solved without military confrontation. Now, while speaking to reporters from the Oval Office, President Trump said that it would be good for the Middle East if Israel doesn't carry out airstrikes against Iranian nuclear sites. The president also added that he'd like to offer a deal to Tehran and hope that the Islamic regime takes it. However, he went on to clarify that it would be okay even if Iran declined the offer.
I would say Iran is a different story. I will be honest with you. Iran is a whole different thing. That's a religious deal that is very dangerous.
That's theocracy.
Very dangerous.
Now, President Trump's erratic foreign policy towards Iran goes back to his first term in office. Then he sanctioned Iran and withdrew from the nuclear pact signed between Tehran and world powers back in 2015. That curtailed the Islamic regime's nuclear ambitions in exchange for economic benefits. In 2018, President Trump accused Iran of spreading terrorism in the Middle East, and his airstrike order on a senior Iranian general in 2020 plunged bilateral relations to an all-time low.
The Iranian regime supports terrorism and exports violence, bloodshed, and chaos across the Middle East. That is why we must put an end to Iran's continued aggression and nuclear ambitions. They have not lived up to the spirit of their agreement. In a few moments, I will sign a presidential memorandum to begin reinstating U.S. nuclear sanctions on the Iranian regime. We will be instituting the highest level of economic sanction. Any nation that helps Iran in its quest for nuclear weapons could also be strongly sanctioned by the United States. America will not be held hostage to nuclear blackmail.
Now the mercurial commander-in-chief is backtracking on his previous demand for direct strikes on Iranian nuclear sites, despite calling for them just 3 months ago during his reelection campaign.
They asked him, what do you think about Iran? Would you hit Iran? And he goes, as long as they don't hit the nuclear stuff. That's the thing you want to hit, right? I said, I think he's got that one wrong. Isn't that what you're supposed to hit?
Now, Trump has also accused Iran of trying to assassinate him and threatened to blow the country to smithereens.
We've been threatened very directly by Iran. And I think you have to let them know, because the best way to do it is through the office of the president, that you do any attacks on former presidents or candidates for president, your country gets blown to smithereens, as we say.
Not even in office a full week, and already Donald Trump is making contradictory statements on Iran, despite once calling for the complete destruction of the Middle Eastern nation.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.